Hello everyone, it is Saturday, October 13th, in the year of our Lord 2012. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always, wicked awesome. It's Saturday, it's the weekend, everybody's working for the weekend. That's right. Famous song. Everybody should know that one. Everybody's working for the weekend. Classic tune. But anyway, this is a real classic. Beer is good for you. Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Unofficial sponsor of the show, theravel.com, THERABEL.com. My good friends Johnny and his better half, Emma Montgomery. Phenomenal website, y'all need to check it out. Don't forget, Mustang Brewing Company, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, otherwise known as Southern Kansas. But they know they have phenomenal beer. They watch my show and I support their beer all the time. That's what we do. How about some other additional sponsors? My good friend Crystal Lloyd Dozani, KJ Lloyd Ogana Gold Coffee, great way to start the day or the night or whatever have you. She's a 50 style pinup model, aspiring actress, published poet, and she knows it twice, been in a comic book, and I worked with her in jolly old England. Age ranger, she was, from Wyoming, and beautiful and way cool. My good friend Tom Walk, that's Walk, not Walkie, not Walker. Stevens Rubber Stamp Sign Company, he's the general manager of. And down here in Yeehaw, Texas, where men are men, the bulls run scared. That's right. So there you go. How about my friend Rob Johnson? I know his better half, Stephanie, really well. Known her over 30 years, but I've known Rob a long time as well. And he's a computer geek. CompuTune. Check it out. There's your contact information below. And Taunton, Massachusetts. So if you need anything, give him a holler. Facebook.com/CompuTune. Finally, my man Wally Fortier. Wally's aluminum shaping process, not Wally's ass sculpting process, though he would love that if he was single and she was hot. Facebook.com/WASPA. That's WASPAA. Fine aluminum art, handcrafted from scratch. Amazing. I posted some of his pictures, or shared, and blew people away. Some people want to buy his stuff, as they should. Folks, it's all about beer, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. How about we get to, I've never had this beer before. Now, I've had Shiner beer down here in Yeehaw, Texas. But this one is the Brewer's Pride selection. Limited edition craft brew. Shiner Prickly Pear. Really? Beer brewed with prickly pear fruit and with natural flavor added. No kidding, it's a cactus. Brewed with that. So I have no idea what this is going to be like. At all. According to this, it says, fruit of the prickly pear, cactus native to our brewery landscape that's hardy, rugged, and unmistakably unique. Qualities we assure appreciate. Well, I hope I appreciate them. We shall see. Proper beer opening apparatus. I know, Justin, weak today. What are you going to do? It's Shiner. It's not Massachusetts beer and it's not Guinness. Smells good. Cheers and beers to all you. Kampai as they say in Japan. Prost as they say in Germany. Here we go. Swedish. Not like the hot 6 foot tall Swedish blondes, but actually a kind of an amber colored ale. Pretty damn good, actually. I like it. It's a good beer. With that said, let's get to the birthday shout outs, and it's all birthday shout outs today. Tons and tons and tons of birthdays. First off, right off the bat, and if any family members of mine are watching, please let my grandfather see this. Happy 93rd birthday to my grandfather. An awesome, awesome man. An amazing man. The greatest father anybody could ever have. No doubt about it. The greatest grandfather anybody could ever have. No doubt about that. And you could ask my grandmother. Definitely the greatest husband any woman could ever have. She should know. She's been married to him for almost 72 years. 10 more days will be 72 years of marriage for them. And I can't wait for that episode, October 23rd. They got married October 23rd, 1940. Still going strong. The love is strong. Amazing. I love it. The cute little old couple they are. So sweet. But happy birthday, Grandpa. I love you. Miss you. And I will call you later today. to tell you happy birthday. Next on the list, my good friend Jacquie Joseph Rapko. Jacquie Rapko. Now, this is a wonderful lady I've yet to meet in person, but I know she's a diehard, wicked, hardcore Patriots fan like this guy. And we love the old Mafia Wars. We love the Farmville. A lot of the apps. Been talking for a couple years. Great lady. Always a pleasure chatting with you. A big cheers and beers to you and a happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. And we'll celebrate more tomorrow when the Patriots beat the Sea Chickens in Seattle. Next on the list, another one I have yet to meet in person. Jean Eagle, a Mafia Wars friend of mine. Haven't heard from her much. But love to hear from you. Hope you have a phenomenal day. Thanks for the ad for the Mafia Wars a while back. Definitely a pleasure. And fun whacking people in our crew, isn't it? That's right. Best way to get aggression out. Whack them. Whack the schmuck. So, with that said, Gene, happy birthday to you. Celebrate well and enjoy. I'm doing the same with you. Hope you enjoy the show. Next on the list, a big milestone birthday to my niece, the lovely Courtney. I knew her as Bechet. Courtney Wright, happy birthday to you, dear. No longer a teeny bopper. Phenomenal. Very happy for you. I've known you since you were 2 years old. Wow. I've known you for 90% of your life. Crazy, isn't it? Of course it is. But that's the way it is. And Courtney, we love you. It was great seeing you a few months back. You're always welcome to come back down here to Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. That's right. So you have a wicked awesome day, and a big cheers and beers to you. Celebrate well and enjoy. And be smart. Be safe. Okay? Definitely want to see you hit 21 next year. That's going to be a big one for you. With that said, a fellow relative of yours, the great Neal Lemon. Happy birthday to you as well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in a while. I know you don't get on the Facebook as much as I do. Then again, most people don't. But drop me a line. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm almost certain I did meet. Yeah, I met you in California. Of course I did. Part of the Bill Bechet family. That's right. Phenomenal family. I miss all of you big time. And you all moved to Oklahoma, otherwise known as Northern Texas. We got to get up there sometime and visit like old times. But Neal, you have a wicked awesome birthday, my friend. Party hard and enjoy. Next on the list, another great lady I have yet to meet in person, Freda Poole. Happy birthday to you. And hope you're doing well. I've heard from you time to time already. Great lady, way cool. And we've only talked it up for like a couple months. But love playing the Mafia Wars with you. Lots of fun. Great whacking those schmucks, huh? That's right. We get the best family in the business. You know we do. But Freda, you have a phenomenal day. Celebrate well and enjoy. I know I will. Absolutely. Next on the list, here's a crew dog that I worked with in jolly old England. My man, Gary Vidrine. A big milestone birthday for you, brother. Yeah, that's right. Quarter of a century old. Do you realize you don't get to look forward to another birthday until the year 2042? When you hit 55 and you can start getting those senior citizen discounts at, IHOP and Denny's and stuff. Yeah, they start giving out 55 and up discounts. So, don't really have much else to look forward to. Your insurance goes down now. You're already an adult. You can do all the stuff. You can rent a car. There you go. So, a big cheers and beers to you, brother. Miss the hell out of you. And hope to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed the show, bro. Because you were definitely way cool. Wicked awesome. And hope you have an awesome weekend and party hard and enjoy. Next on the list, here's a guy that graduated a couple years after me. A great man indeed. My man, Dan Deslauriers. I hope I pronounced it right. Is it Deslauriers? Deslauriers? Talk to me. Let me know. Deslauriers. French, right? I don't know. Deslauriers. Deslauriers. I think it's Deslauriers, with the S being silent at the end. But Dan's a great guy, and you knew I wasn't going to forget your birthday. I mean, come on. Memorize everybody's birthdays. And it's my job. That's what I did in high school. And a shout out to your better half, Jade. Love playing her in the song Pop. She's a pretty good contestant. No doubt about that. She knows her music. But Dan, you have a phenomenal day. And Jade, I hope you spoil the hell out of him. He deserves it. You two celebrate well and enjoy and have a wicked awesome weekend. Next on the list, another Mafia Wars friend of mine. Boy, there's a lot of tough folks out there. Micky Willis. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well. You know I am. And we'll whack a few extra schmucks for your birthday. How about that? Sound good? I hope it does. Big cheers and beers to you. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. And celebrate well and enjoy. And how about my man, J.R. Robinson. Now this guy, ultra cool, high drastic, bubble chasing badass, who was in charge of all the work we did at one time as well, prioritizing maintenance, things of that nature. Worked with him in jolly old England, known him a long time. Huge fan of Duke. Just kidding, JR. I know you hate Duke. Tar Heels for you, brother. You're all about NC. North Carolina Tar Heels. Hey, I can respect that. Definitely. And I love it when UNC beats Puke. I do, and I know you do too. But JR, hope you're doing well, my man. Party hard and enjoy. Drink one with me, man. Enjoy the show. You have a wicked awesome day, brother. Aight? Yeah. And finally, a fellow Masonic brother, my man, Marion Cameron. Happy birthday to you, Marion. Hope you're doing well. I know I'm doing well. Definitely a pleasure meeting you at one of our lodge meetings. Great time. You're a great man. Glad to have you on the old Facebook. And haven't heard from you in a bit. Love to hear from you. Drop me a line. And I definitely miss the greatest state of the nation, Massachusetts. That's right. Because without Massachusetts, there wouldn't be an America. Period. End of story. That's the way it is. But brother, you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. With that said, there's a lot of celebrity birthdays today. Boy, October 13th is really a special day, I'm telling you. How about Ashanti? 32 today. Looking great. On this day, 1947, it's hard to believe it, but he's 65 years old. Sammy Hagar, the lead singer of Van Halen, after the great David Lee Roth. On this day, in 1959, the ever beautiful Marie Osmond was born. She's 53, and I'll tell you what, she still looks great today. It's pretty impressive. Those who enjoy life age well. And the Osmonds definitely enjoy life. And they have aged well. They really have. And I'm hoping I'm doing the same thing. I ain't doing too bad for 39. I get it from my grandfather. Hey, he's 93. Looks fantastic. It's amazing. Excuse me. On this day in 1941, Simon was born. Paul Simon of Simon and Garfunkel fame. 71 is still going strong. Here's an awesome man. Paul Pierce, number 34, Boston Celtics. Absolute badass. Lifetime Celtic. And hard to believe he's 35 now. Wow, I remember as a rookie and being stuck with those awful Celtics teams. Finally got that championship 2008. Well deserved. Glad we still have him. Hope he retires as a Celtic and goes on to the NBA Hall of Fame someday. He will be in the Celtics Hall of Fame. And we will see number 34 retired on the banners, the millions of banners in the Garden. That's right. Hard to believe this woman's 50 years old today. Because I remember drooling over her in the mid-'80s. Yeah, John Travolta's better half, Kelly Preston. And she has shown us the goods in some movies. Oh, yes, she has. 50 now. Hard to believe that. Wow, where's the time go? You know who else is 50 years well today? They were both born October 13, 1962. Without a doubt, the best wide receiver in NFL history. That's right, Jerry Rice. Played all the way until he was 40. I think, no, 42? Was he 42 when he retired? Or 44? I can't remember, but that dude went forever. I think he was 42 when he retired. He put up records that nobody will ever beat. You just watch. I mean, untouchable records, folks. Good Lord. 20 seasons. Unstoppable. Badass. Class act, by the way. An absolute class act. Jerry Rice is exactly the type of player we need in football today. And we do have one. Larry Fitzgerald, number 11, wide receiver, Arizona Cardinals. How about Margaret Thatcher? Born on this day in 1925, she's 87 now, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Also born on this day, October 13th, 1925, but he passed away in 1966 at the age of 40. Late great comic Lenny Bruce. This guy, him and George Carlin, and I want to say it was Red Fox, the trifecta of trend-setting comedians that broke the rules with their interesting language. Lenny Bruce was definitely one of them. George Carlin and Lenny Bruce had a huge respect for each other, as it was Lenny Bruce was George Carlin's mentor, and look how great George Carlin turned out. Imagine if Lenny Bruce had lived past the age of 40. What kind of legend he could have been. Because I'll tell you what, folks, most people have not ever heard of him. Look him up, Lenny Bruce. Amazing. Definitely ahead of his time. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones is 70 today. And still get that stupid stretch face. I can't stand the bastard. Can't stand them. But I got to give him some respect. Just like George Steinbrenner for the Yankees. Those guys are passionate about winning and will do whatever it takes to do so. They will spend the money to put a winning product on the field. I may hate those guys, but I always respected them. I respected George Steinbrenner, and I do respect Jerry Jones. Although George Steinbrenner was smarter, in my opinion. On this day in 1969, Nancy Kerrigan was born. That's right, the figure skater from 1992 Olympics, Winter Olympics. Excuse me. She's the one that got stabbed by Tonya Harding, that bitch. And she's like, why? Why? Nancy Kerrigan was no angel. Oh, 1994, Lillehammer, Norway. I take that back. But yeah, Tonya Harding was a bitch. And good Lord, I seen some pictures of her. Ugh. Home pictures. Naked. Gross. Tonya Harding is disgusting. Nancy Kerrigan. Way to go. Your voice was annoying, but you were gorgeous. And a damn good figure skater, too. On this day in 1872, he lived all the way till 1967. Clothing designer L.L. Bean was born. On this day in 1982, the Torpedo, probably Australia's greatest swimmer ever, Ann Thorpe was born. That guy was a badass. 30 years old today. Milestone. On this day in 40 years ago today now, and I've been checking this girl out for over 20 years. The beautiful, gorgeous Summer Sanders, 1992-1996 U.S. Olympic swimmer. I believe it was the, I can't remember what style it was that she won gold in. She almost made it to the 88 Olympics at the age of 15. But she's 40 now, looking pretty good. On this day in 1968, remember Tisha Campbell from Martin? The show Martin? Oh yeah. The wife of Martin Lawrence in that show. She's 44 now. Wow, I feel old. Trevor Hoffman, badass saves leader for the San Diego Padres. He's 45 now. Set the record at 6:01 since broken by Marion Rivera, one of the few true class acts on the New York Yankees. And I like that guy a lot. The last player that will ever wear number 42, as we all know. With that said, historical facts. On this day in 1993, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks won their first NHL game. On this day in 1991, Cito Gaston was the very first manager ever that was ejected in a playoff game for the Toronto Blue Jays. He went on to win 2 World Series titles with them, 1992-93. Phenomenal manager. And then was out of baseball for a long time. Came back and managed the Blue Jays for part of a season, and they got a lot better. But then they let him go again, or he didn't want to manage or something. Without a doubt, by far the best manager in Blue Jays history. Just as Terry Francona, best manager in Red Sox history. And I wish him well in Cleveland. On this day in 1971, the first World Series night game happened. It took all the way to 1971 to have a World Series game at night. And now look at it. There are no day World Series games. But the Pittsburgh Pirates beat the Orioles 4-3 that game. And I think the Pirates actually went on to win that World Series too. On this day in 1972, 40 years ago today, the Uruguay, remember the aircraft crash in the Andes Mountains? The Uruguayan soccer team flying to Chile. The movie Alive from 1994, I think it was. 92 or 94? 92, maybe, came out with Ethan Hawke. It was based on that event. Now, this says 12 of 23 rescued, but I thought it was 45 people on the aircraft, of which 29 survived. So, I have to check that one. On this day in 1960, something awesome occurred. And every Pittsburgh Pirates fan will love this one, like my man Jason Smoltz, for instance. Bill Mazeroski of the Pirates, Game 7 World Series, hit that home run, leadoff home run in the ninth inning to beat the Skanks, the New York Yankees, 10-9, and they won the World Series. If that ain't awesome, I don't know what is. On this day in 1947, same day that Sammy Hagar was born, the very first NHL All-Star game happened. And the All-Stars beat Toronto 4-3. Interesting. So Toronto was one team and the entire NHL All-Stars were the other? A little weird, if you ask me. Ain't like that no more. On this day in 1923, Angora, later being known as Ankara, became the capital of Turkey. On this day in 1914, Boston Braves swept the Philadelphia Athletics. It was the first series sweep in World Series history and the only World Series title by the Boston Braves. They won in 1957 as Milwaukee and 1995 as the Atlanta Braves when they beat Cleveland. They need to move to another city to win another World Series. Also on this day in 1914, Garrett Morgan invented the gas mask. Thank you. We wear those proudly these days, don't we? And finally on this day in 1792, two amazing events occurred. The first White House stone was laid by George Washington. The cornerstone of the White House was first laid on that day, back when it was known as the Executive Mansion. On this day also in 1792, the first Old Farmer's Almanac was published, and I read that almanac every year, and it's still going strong here in the year of our Lord 2012. That's right, 210 years later, still going strong. With that said, let's get to the TV episode of the day. Not TV, but the show of the day. How about the second Three Stooges episode from 1934? And this one's a classic, folks. An absolute classic. Punch Drunks. The three boxers, basically the only place violins and boxing could coincide is in the world of the Three Stooges. Go figure. Larry's rendition of Pop Goes the Weasel transforms Curly from a harmless cream puff into a vicious contender, but when Larry's violin breaks, it threatens Curly's boxing career with a TKO. Absolutely hilarious episode. You gotta see it to really believe it. And believe it or not, I do know Larry Fine of the Three Stooges was truly a violin player, so he did all his own playing as well. With that said, like there he is, playing right there. That said, let's get to the babe of the day, and this woman is absolutely hot. Well, she certainly was in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s when I remember her. Oh, baby. Not as hot there, but she was older there. This is how we remember her. Sunny. Real name, Tamara Lynn Sitch. Tammy Lynn Sitch. Most famous as the manager of the Body Donnas, Skip and Zip of the Body Donnas. Hey, she's 40 years old now, okay? She's looking pretty damn good for 40. Not bad for 40, okay? But I prefer to remember her at the age of 26. And by the way, there are nudies of her out there. I know. I've seen them. There we go. That's the Sunny we knew and loved back in the WWF days before it became the WWE. Yeah, definitely finer than a new set of snow tires. Folks, she is where the WWE Divas, she was the very first WWE Diva, no doubt about it. There's no question that she was the first one. Some might think Wendy Richter back in '85. That's possible. There she is with Legion of Doom. That's right. Hawk and Animal. Yowza. Ooh. A true diva indeed she was. And boy, do I miss her. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it looks like it's going to be a 30-minute episode after all. Can't help it. Oh, by the way, folks, did you know that today is No Bra Day? Look it up if you don't believe me. No Bra Day, folks. So, ladies and men, if you wear them, do not wear a bra today. Okay? You're not supposed to. It's National No Bra Day. So, with that said, so cute and innocent looking. Tammy Lynn Sitch was not a bitch. At least I hope not. She could be at times when she was with the Body Donners. And she was actually married to Chris Candido, who passed away at the age of 33 in 2005. Whoa. There we go. Sorry, I had a big crush on her when I was watching. When she first came to the WWF, I had a big crush on her from the get-go. Okay? So she's getting a little extra love from the Love Doctor. She wants to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And she should be. For being the first ever WWE diva. Ooh. And that's what happens when you get arrested 3 times in 1 week. Yeah, she's had some rough times too, folks. But let's end it on a positive note. There you go. With that said, let's get to the song of the day. We are taking it back to 1954 for this one. By one of my all-time favorite musicians ever. A man who none of you know. Or maybe 1 or 2. And that's probably about it. Probably the most underrated rhythm and blues singer ever. Very possible, certainly. West Coast, Modern Records. This song is Pretty Girl by the late, great Oscar McLollie and his Honey Jumpers. Like I said, 1954. Here you go. Definitely a wild one. Let me make sure I get the volume up for it because I want you to hear it. That's what it's all about. It's beer and song of the day. This is truly a wicked awesome song. The late great Oscar McLollie was born in 1924 and just passed away 4 years ago at the age of 84. And it's sad that nobody knows who he is because this guy was an absolute badass. West Coast rhythm and blues at its finest, folks.
Hey, pretty girl, you look so sweet, pretty girl, you dress so neat, pretty girl.
This is what music's all about right here. A little energy boost to start the weekend off right.
Pretty girl, be mine, 'cause I'm in love with you.
Oh yeah. Pretty girl, we're in love with you. Now remove that bra, it's no bra day.
You dress so neat, pretty girl, what's your name, pretty girl, who's your flame, pretty girl, be mine, 'cause I'm in love with you. Pretty girl,
There we go. Gotta have a great instrumental break. And I really wish I knew who was playing the saxophone. Whoever Oscar McLollie's sax blasting badass was, amazing. East Coast certainly ruled the vocal group harmony, but I think the West Coast ruled rhythm and blues.
pretty girl.
I really do. And I'm an East Coast guy.
Pretty girl, what's your plan? Pretty girl, be mine, 'cause I'm in love with you.
Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. Oh, and the Yankees beat the Orioles. Come on, Detroit Tigers, please. I'm your biggest fan now. Please beat the shit out of them stupid, evil skanks. Please. 90% of the world will appreciate it. Squeeze me. Alright, folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Squeeze me. It's time to make the fetus a head out, so everybody take care of it. Get awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm as good as Tom Brady, Manning, or men slapping women. Things like that are just plain stupid. I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. College football Saturday. Hell yeah.